All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to start off by giving all praises, all blessings to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Raha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect men, pushing this word in truth, in 100% truth, all right, according to the gospel, okay, of whom the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ, whose real name in Hebrew tongue again is Yahweh Yahweh Shai. All right. And shalom to the women, to the children who watch and who learn from these lessons. All right. I'm going to start this lesson out with a scripture. All right. And it's going to be Psalms 13 and 3. Psalms 13 and 3. And it says, "Consider and hear me, O Lord, my power." Okay. "Lighten mine eyes, lest I sleep the sleep of death." All right. And let me just say, start off and say that, 2/3 of our people, all right, 2/3 of our people are sleeping the sleep of death. All right. They are in a deep slumber. Okay. Now, what you're looking at is a photo. Okay. Circa 1980. All right. And I made a little post. All right. And it says they wanted us to believe Benjamin Banneker, Lewis Lattimore, Willie Mays, Jesse Owens started off as these people is purely wicked. All right. And these people I'm talking about are these damn Bushmen. All right. Like in the 1980s. All right. There was a movie called The Gods Must Be Crazy. Okay. And this came right after Roots. Okay. Right after the Alex Haley series, The Roots. All right. Or Roots. All right. Roots. Okay. This movie, The Gods Must Be Crazy, came out, and also during that time period, they were scamming. All right, Esau is a fucking this guy's a devil, man. He has a long history of being a devil. All right, during this period of time, they had a USA for Africa. Okay, USA for Africa, uh, in which, um, come on, don't do that. Come on. Ain't that some shit? They said the same thing I said. But anyway, USA for Africa. All right. And with the USA for Africa commercials, they would show you these Ethiopians, these Africans, okay, with big bellies. Okay, they had flies crawling all over their eyeballs and all over their mouths and lips. Okay, and the same thing with these Bushmen. All right, these Bushmen were propaganda. Okay, right after Roots, because with Alex Haley's series, The Roots. Okay, Jake didn't know where the hell they came from. Jake didn't know. So You watch these educational programs like oh damn, it was just one, PBS. Okay, a lot of those uh, Mutual of Omaha, a lot of those programs, maybe not Mutual of Omaha, but PBS, and a lot of those networks, okay, would show the Bushmen, all right, and you were a little child, little kid, so you would watch the Bushmen, all right. You see one of the Bushmen, when these women, okay, you see their breasts, all right, and you get a peek, all right, you know, and see it, and but it was all created, it was all manufactured by this damn devil, man. Okay, and just think, even before this was depicted, you really had no images, okay, of Jake. Let's say the 60s, the 50s. In the 60s, you had you kind of have some awareness going on, all right. In 70s, you had awareness, but for the most part, uh our people, slavery was the beginning of our history. Okay, so your great, a lot of you people, your grandmother, your great great grandmother, or your great 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 grandmothers and grandfathers, all right, they would have generally thought that life began on plantations here in America. Okay, and that's what they thought. All right, that's what they believed in. Okay, and so you had the Roots. All right, Alex Haley movie, which came out in the 70s. All right, and it you had Kunta Kinte. You had Mandingo. All right, and these people came from certain places in Africa. All right, then everybody was a Mandingo warrior. Okay, and then that was all Jake. Jake was all Mandingo warriors. Okay, uh, come on, don't do it. So uh, and there may be some Israelites in the Mandingo tribe. Okay, in some of these tribes, but reading this, it says the primary depiction of the Bushmen, now known as the Sand People, in the 1980s media was the heavily criticized, though globally successful, South African comedy The Gods Must Be Crazy. The film's portrayal, created during the apartheid era, reinforced harmful stereotypes and drew heavy criticism for its romanticized and inaccurate depiction of the Sand People and its evasion of political realities. And don't get it confused, don't get it twisted. This devil is still continuing these practices right now, up into this very moment. You're getting the same thing from their media. And that's why they're coming down on this truth, coming out so hard, because you know 2/3 of our people, man, you have followed in the footsteps of this devil's false reality. He created, okay, the Bushmen and the Ethiopians with the big bellies and the flies crawling all over their eyeballs, man. And he wanted you to believe that's what you come from. Okay? He wanted you, this devil wanted you to really, okay, have no idea and no clue of your royal beginnings. And so going back to this scripture, trying not to drop this phone, because this devil, he's been scrambling my devices, all right? This is a wicked devil, man. He's been scrambling my devices, okay, to the point to where my Wi-Fi is scrambled, can't connect, load up to Wi-Fi here and there. So the videos, it may go a day or two without doing a video unless I just use my cell phone. And look at that. How did that happen? What did the scripture just go? I just had, all right. Psalms 13:3. Consider and hear me, O Lord, my power. Lighten mine eyes. So how do your eyes get lightened? Through the oil that you receive from this gospel that we're teaching you. We're telling you and teaching you who you are according to the Bible, that you are the Israelites, okay? You are a royal and great people, okay? Who the world ignorantly calls God, whose real name is Yahweh, and who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, and in the Hebrew tongue his real name is Yahweh Shai, by the Spirit, okay? The Rachar HaKodash, that is holy, all right? We are bringing you, okay, the truth, all right? According to the scriptures as they are written, okay? Of things which must shortly come to pass. And a lot of you people have not sincerely turned to the Lord. You're still thinking about Caesar Borgia, all right? The so-called white Jesus, okay? You're still, 2/3 of you people are still thinking about that. That's still in your mind set, all right? And so, those type of people are going to be destroyed, okay? The Lord is going to destroy you, all right? So this says the gods must be crazy. 1980, all right? 1980. And what resulted from this movie, man? Women wearing skimpy and scampy clothing. See, this is skimpy and scampy clothing that these women are wearing. All right, but this was all cinematography, and these people were not really. These people were not really looking like oppressed. Even the Ethiopians. The Ethiopians were not starving. Okay, just like these people are not starving. Look at that, man. Look at that. Okay. And this is who we used to believe that we were. We used to believe that we descended, from these people. Okay? We believed that we were the descendants of these people. Okay? Or the Ethiopians. with the big heads and big bellies. You know. So let me see 1 second. All right. And so yeah, so this is what Esau threw in your face. All right. You go into jail and they cracking jokes. You see them looking at you. All right. And they're cracking jokes. This devil has no love for you at all. All right. So, Lord willing, you were edified. That was just a, quick video. All right. Till next time, Shalom.